Okay, let's start. So the first one is polynomial. You mean trigo ratio with algebraic expression? No. I think what BIC means is the AMath trigo. So it's like solving trigo equation or plotting trigo graph. I think I did some of the questions during the October when I do TikTok live for O-level AMath. Yeah. Okay, come. Polynomial. So they say that the highest power of the x in the polynomial fx is 3x cubed, given that one of the root of the equation is 2 and that x squared plus x plus 1 is a quadratic factor of fx. So with this, you know that your fx, since one root is 2, so one of the bracket will be x minus 2. Okay, and then x squared plus x plus 1. So your fx polynomial should be this. But they always have this thing called the term containing the highest power is some number over here. You see that it's a 3, right? So take note and see whether do you need to put a 3 in front. So you see, if I'm going to have just these two brackets and if I'm going to expand, I know my highest power will be x cubed and it will be 1x cubed. So it didn't fulfill the 3x cubed, right? So in such situation, I have to put the 3 outside. So then all you need to do is just rainbow. So the 3, I will leave it first. I will rainbow this one. So you know this one times this one. Okay, it will be x cubed. This one times this one times this one, it will be plus x squared. This one times this one will be plus x. This one times this one is minus 2x squared. This one times this one will give me minus 2x. And this one times this one will give me minus 2. So before I rainbow the 3, let's simplify first. So this is the like terms. Okay, so it will be 3x cubed and then minus x squared minus x minus 2. So now let's rainbow the 3 in. So it will give me 3x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x minus 6. Done. Okay. Okay, so this is only for those people who are really learning AMath. Thanks for finding this interesting to watch. Okay, so after expand and everything, so this will be the polynomial. And they mentioned descending power of x. So actually in this case, it's already 3, 2, 1 constant. So this is already descending. So I do not need to change the sequence. Okay, hello. Okay, then unless they ask for ascending power of x, then I need to just rewrite as minus 6 minus 3x squared plus 3x cubed. Okay, so this is done. Next, they say find the remainder when fx is divided by 2x plus 1. Okay, so some students, right, when they want to find the remainder, they always do the long division. But take note that whenever your divisor, this is called divisor, when your divisor is linear, when it is linear, you can just use the remainder theorem. Okay, just use the remainder theorem and find the remainder. So all I need to do is I just need to sub in. So this at the side, you don't have to write this working, but I just show you. This equals to 0, so you know x is minus half. So I want to sub minus half in. So f minus half. So I want to sub in x equals to negative half into this. Okay, so it will be 3 minus half cubed minus 3 minus half square minus 3 minus half minus 6. So of course the whole thing press calculator and you will get negative 45 over 8. You want to put it in mixed number also can. Either one also can accept. Okay, I think this one put decimal also can, but it's okay, that doesn't matter. I used to get A1 in math and now I'm in IT year 2. I've already forgotten everything about math. I miss doing math, currently in poly doing optometry. Not bad, you can watch this one just for fun. Okay, let's see. So this one this is polynomial. So it will be should be the second or third topic in Sec 3 Express. So depending on the textbook also. Okay. So it's also depending on schools, because different schools start the topic differently. Okay, let's move on. Next, I want to do partial fraction. Okay, partial fraction. Okay, so for partial fraction, when I say express this is in the form of this. Okay, the first thing you need to check is whether this is an improper fraction. Okay, so how do you know whether it's improper fraction? Look at the highest degree. This is 2, this is 2. When it is the same degree, it is improper. Or when the numerator degree is bigger than the denominator. Hello, Chloe. When the numerator degree is higher than the denominator, it is also improper. Okay, so in this case, it is improper. So I need to do my long division. So you see, in normal fraction, we know that let's say we have 5 over 2. Improper fraction, we will want to put it in the mixed number, which is 2.5 for this case. So it's the same thing. This is an improper fraction. They want you to put it in the mixed number form, right? So let's do the long division. So I will put 4x squared minus 4x plus 7. Please make sure that you have all the terms. After x squared, you should have x to the power of 1, then constant. If let's say it doesn't have x term, you will have to put plus 0x. You have to leave a placing for the x, even though if there's no term there. Okay, it's easier for you to divide. So after that, what you do is divide by 2x squared. Same apply for your divisor. Make sure they have all the terms. So 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. Same thing. If let's say it doesn't have x, just put plus 0x. So for this case, I have all the terms. Okay, so all you need to ask yourself is, look at this first one, 4x squared. What multiplied by 2x squared give me 4x squared? So it will be 2. So it's just like rainbow. 2 times 2x squared, 4x squared. 2 times minus 3x minus 6x. 2 times minus 2 minus 4. Sure, the plus 0x is a must to put, is it? If there's no x in the middle. Yes, it will be easier for you to divide. You have to put the 0x. Trust me, put the 0x, is easier for you to divide. If not, if you don't put, right, sometimes when you divide, then you realize, why suddenly number minus x? Then you will think, how to subtract? You will get a shock, you know. So always put 0x if let's say there's no x in the middle. Okay, apply for this part and also the divisor. So let's continue. And most importantly, when you do the long division, please put minus and put the bracket. This is important. I always ask my student to put the bracket. Okay, so 4x squared minus 4x squared, of course the first one will definitely disappear, 0. I don't need to put the 0. See here, minus 4 minus 6x. So it becomes minus 4 plus 6. So it becomes positive 2x. Okay, then 7 minus 4. So it's 7 plus 4. So it's plus 11. So some students say divide until where? You see, I got nothing to bring down already. And another way to know whether you are done with it is the ending. See, the degree is 1, right? Your divisor degree is 2. So the remainder will always be less than 2. So my degree now is 1 already. So I know this is my remainder. So actually this is the remainder. Okay, so with this, I can now put it in the mixed number form. Because they ask you to put this in the form of this, right? So you will write 4x squared minus 4x plus 7 over 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to quotient 2. It's just like this one, you see, 5 when I divide by 2, 4, 2, 1, correct? See, quotient 2. So same thing, quotient 2. So I put 2 here. This is 2 plus half. Same thing, I put 2 plus remainder. See, remainder over divisor. Remainder over divisor. So same thing, remainder over divisor, which is this one, 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. So I've done the first part because they only asked me to put it in this form. Okay, so we are done with the first part. Okay, then we are not done yet. We are supposed to put it into partial fraction. Okay, so what you need to do is this. I'm going to put, okay, let me see. Let's get little no space. Okay, 4x squared minus 4x plus 7 over 2x squared minus 3x minus 2. What I want you to do now is you need to factorize the denominator. So this 2x squared minus 3x, you need to factorize. Okay, 2x squared minus 2 minus 3x. This is 2x and x. Let's see, this one is what? 2 and 1. This is plus, this is minus. So this one is minus 4x, this is plus x. Check, this column is correct. This one is also correct. This one is correct. So we know the bottom denominator factorized to become 2x plus 1 and x minus 2. Okay, then what you need to do is you are supposed to break this up into partial fraction. So you temporarily ignore the 2 first. Okay, temporarily ignore the 2 first. So let's focus to do our partial fraction. So now you write it here. So it will be 2x plus 11 over x minus 2 and 2x plus 1 equals to, okay, let's take a look at the denominator. This one is x minus 2 is so-called the case 1. So this one gives birth to a over x minus 2. This is also 2x plus 1, also linear. So this one gives birth to b over 2x plus 1. So what is this partial fraction? You see, in AMath, you all do a lot of these 2 fractions combined to become single fraction, correct? So now in AMath, they want you to do the other way. They give you the single fraction, they want you to break it into the separate fraction. You understand? That's AMath. So then same thing, what I'm going to do is, now you look at this side, I want to combine this into single fraction. So my a must multiply with 2x plus 1. The b must multiply with x minus 2. Then put in the denominator. So now when you compare these two, so now we want to say this is equals to this. So you will write 2x plus 11 equals to a 2x plus 1 and b x minus 2. So your task is to solve a and b. So there's 2 ways to do it. Either you rainbow and do compare coefficient, or you sub suitable value. Okay, for me is I always use sub suitable value. Okay, 90% of the time we can use sub suitable value. If sub suitable values cannot use, then use compare coefficient. I don't like to use compare coefficient because as this one still fine, this one easy to rainbow. Sometimes too many bracket, and if you're going to do the compare coefficient, you got to spend time rainbow. If you're going to spend time rainbow and simplify, very high chance you have mistake. So I rather choose the sub-suitable value. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you ask yourself, what x value can I sub in so that either the b disappear or the a disappear? So I have this bracket x minus 2. So I will choose to sub x equals to 2. So you put sub x equals to 2. Yes, I'm using Whitley. Minecraft. Yes, today I choose Whitley paper. Okay. So sub x equals to 2. So it will be 2 plus 11. Yes. Okay, I saw Whitley, then I choose Whitley. Okay. So 2 plus 11 equals to a 2 plus 1 plus b 2 minus 2. And we know this one will become 0. 0 times b will become 0. So my b disappear. Okay, so that means 2 times 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So I left with 5a equals to 15, and you solve it, you get a equals to 3. Okay, so we are not done yet because we are supposed to solve b as well. So now I have a. So some students say, okay, I actually can sub in negative half. If I sub in negative half, my a disappear, I can solve my b. But negative half is still a fraction. So sometimes I don't like to sub fraction. If I have a choice of subbing a whole number, okay, I will just sub a whole number. See, I have already solved my a, correct? And now if I'm going to choose an x inside, I will only have unknown b. That means it's a linear equation. So it means that I can sub any x value. So it's not necessary for me to make a disappear, since my a value is already here. So I choose to sub x equals to 0. Easy ma? Sometimes I sub x equals to 0, a lot of terms disappear. You can easily solve equation. So now sub it x equals to 0. So it will be 2, 0 plus 11 equals A, right? So sub the A that you found, 3, 2, 0 plus 1 plus B, 0 minus 2. Because x minus 2, so I end up having 11 equals to 3. This is 3, 0 plus 1, 1. 1 times 3 is 3. 3. 0 minus 2 is minus 2, so minus 2b. So if I'm going to solve this, I will get 2b equals to 3 minus 11. So 2b equals to minus 8. So b equals to negative 4. So we solve our A and our B. Lastly is just express it in partial fraction. So always remember to take back the original, which is this one. So you will say, therefore, this 4x squared minus 4x plus 7 over 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 equal, take note, now you will need to remember to put back your 2. See here, just now we were just solving the proper fraction into 2 fractions. But now I want to present this, so please remember to write the 2. So it's 2, I'm going to write this 2, correct? So it's a over x minus 2. My a is 3. So it becomes plus 3 over x minus 2 minus 4 over 2x plus 1. And we are done. So this is how we express them in partial fractions. So partial fractions, these skills you will need it the first Sec 3. Okay, when you use when they will ask you a partial questions, partial fraction questions. Then after that, when you learn integration, okay, you will also need partial fraction, the knowledge of partial fractions. Okay, that is in Sec 4 AMath. All good? No question, I will move on. Can? Okay. Thanks for liking. Okay, I will move on. For now, I don't teach GCSE or SPM. Thinking, but not yet . Okay. Let's move on. Okay, Minecraft, you just gaga because you are still in Sec 1 going Sec 2, so you haven't learned that yet. So maybe what you learn now is you just have a rough idea. So when you have will really learn that topic during your Sec 3 when you take AMath, then at least you have some knowledge . Okay, next. Find the range of k for which the curve does not intersect the line. So usually what I do is the curve equation I will just write. So this is the curve. I will write out the equation. So it's y equals to kx squared minus kx minus 1. Then the line for this case is y equals to 3x minus 5. Curve and a line. So they ask you to find the range of values of k. If you notice, the equation of the curve is not complete because there is an unknown k inside, which is normal. This topic, quadratic function and inequality, there will always be unknown inside your equation. Okay, so you are supposed to find out the range of k that fulfill the property that they tell you to do. So in this case, the property they tell you is, okay, this curve will not intersect the line. So they are trying to tell you something like the curve and the line, it will not touch each other. So if it does not touch each other, it means that my discriminant is less than 0. Understand? Discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. So with this, okay, and you know that when we do AMath simultaneous equation, we are trying to solve 2 lines and then the intersection point. So same apply for AMath when they are doing a curve and a line. When you do simultaneous, you are trying to find out what is the intersection point. So I'm going to do simultaneous. And since both already y subject, all I need to do is just say, okay, kx squared minus kx minus 1 is equals to 3x minus 5. And all you need to do is throw everything to the left hand side. So kx squared minus kx minus 3x minus 1 plus 5 equals to 0. So I have kx squared. Okay, what I do here is I always put this. I take out plus x and I will left with minus k minus 3 because I want to know what is the coefficient of my b. So I always take out plus x. So I know my b is minus k minus 3. This part is plus 4. Then what you need to do is, okay, my coefficient of x squared is k. So I will write ka is equals to k. My b is minus k minus 3. My c is 4. Okay? Then next, because we know the curve does not intersect the line, discriminant is 0. So with this, we say, oh, okay, in order to fulfill this, discriminant less than 0, now I want to find the range of k that fulfill this. So b squared means b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. Then what do? I need to open up, right? Simplify. So this one, I will not spend too much time on expansion here because this is AMath. Well, when you all learn AMath, algebraic expansion is is already something that you all must already master. So after rainbow, this part I will have k squared plus 3k plus 9 minus 16k. Less than 0. Simplify k squared minus 10k plus 9 less than 0. Okay, kids, see here, this is a quadratic inequality. So in AMath, you learn linear inequality, which is like k plus 9 less than 0, for example, is linear. But this is quadratic. So the way to solve quadratic is something like solving quadratic equation. So most of the time, you need to factorize. So this one will become 2 bracket. So it will be k minus 9 and k minus 1. Then please remember, okay, please remember to solve quadratic inequality, what I need you to do is draw this. Then put in the 2 roots. You know you will have 1 and 9. So I'm going to put 1 and 9 here. This is AMath, okay? Then what do? There's only two range. It's either in the below, either you shade the below or the above. Only 2 range. So this is less than 0. You just take it that this line is your x-axis. Below 0, that means I'm going to shade here. So that means the range of k will be, k is between 1 and 9. So what is this trying to tell you? It means that when k is between 1 and 9, these two curve and line will not intersect each other. You understand? Okay, in AMath, you must know what you are doing. You must understand the concept behind it. Do not memorize. Because if you memorize, when they tweak the question a bit, you will not know how to handle. So that's why you see that I always spend time explaining to you. You must know what you are doing. Okay? So this is a curve versus a line. And they said that does not intersect. So I will say, okay, discriminant is less than 0. And then based on this, I form the discriminant less than 0 inequality and solve the inequality. And I get this range that fulfill this. Okay? Okay, let's move on. So the next one is not related to this one, so I'm going to just cut it. Can you go through more on this topic? You mean this quadratic function and inequality? Yes, I will take note. This one, because this is what I plan to do lah. Because I will rotate the level to do the TikTok live. So now I'm doing most of the in front topics of the Sec 3E. Okay, and this is part of the Sec 3E first semester lah. Okay, so yes, I definitely will do more of this, but don't know when. I cannot tell you the schedule lah. Or I may even pose it as a question. So maybe Michelle, can you take note? Michelle and Sam, okay, can you take note of this question 3A? Okay, help me to cut out this video segment, and then after that we're going to post under my TikTok. Can? Okay. Can Michelle or Sam acknowledge that what I mentioned about this one? Do you hear me? Michelle and Sam or Sam? Okay, thanks Samantha. Okay, come. See here. Next. Okay. So come. The equation of a curve is y equals to 3x squared minus mx. Same thing, this is a curve. They tell you m is a real constant, okay? The equation of the line is this. So they tell you, okay, when m equals to 6, find the coordinate of the point of intersection of the curve. This is actually sounds like very complicated, right? I need help with trigo functions identity equation if possible. Okay, I'll take note, but yeah, can. Trigo functions identity equation. Okay, that's the ending part when you learn Sec 3, right? Hanging, right? EOY. Last, I think it should be the last topic that the school teach for Sec 3 AMath EOY. Okay, so what I need to do is I just need to sub in my m here. So that means my curve now, it will be y equals to 3x squared minus 6x minus 7. The line will be y is equals to, I'm going to bring it over, minus 4x bring over, so it's 4x plus 6. So same thing, okay, same thing when I need to solve and find the point of intersection, all I need to do is just do simultaneous. So I'll just let 3x squared minus 6x minus 7 equals to 4x plus 6, that's all. And this is solving quadratic equation. Throw everything to the left hand side. 3x squared minus 6x minus 4x minus 7 minus 6 equals to 0. So 3x squared minus 10x minus 13 equals to 0. Solving quadratic equations easy for you. Can you explain the blah 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 theorem? Don't know what is that. I teach Sec 1 to Sec 5. Okay, so after that, I'm going to factorize this. So it will be 3x minus 13 and x plus 11. And we're going to solve. So x will be equals to 13 over 3. Or, sorry, this one is not 11. Right, wrongly. It should be x plus 1. So x equals to negative 1. So don't stop there. Don't happily solve x already. You stop. You must understand that this is finding the coordinates. Coordinates consist of x coordinate as well as y coordinates. So don't forget to sub it back to here. So my y is equals to 4x plus 6. So 4x plus 6. So press calculator, I get 70 over 3. Then this one, y is equals to 4x plus 6. So I get 2. Okay, so the coordinate will be 13 over 3, 70 over 3, and minus 1 and 2. So these 2 points are the point of intersection. For this case, it means that it is like a curve and a line, and then this is the 2 point of intersection. Okay, this is what it means. This is not the actual curve. I'm just giving an example. It's just a curve against a line where I have 2 intersection points. So student asked me, okay, the coordinates, do I put it in mixed number or do I put it in improper fraction? Usually coordinates, they put it in improper fraction so that it looks nicer. Okay, if it's a solving equation, I will leave my answer in mixed number, but in coordinates, I will put it in improper fraction. Okay, this one quite straightforward. It's just doing simultaneous equation. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we are not done with just now that question. They say that show that for all values of m, the line intersect the curve at 2 distinct points. This is not an easy one. Okay, first, let me just write out the curve first. Just now previously, the curve they tell me is y is equals to 3x squared minus mx minus 7. Then the line is y is equals to 4x plus 6. They want you to prove that for all values of m, the line and the curve will intersect at two distinct points. So indirectly, they want you to prove that the discriminant b squared minus 4ac is always positive. Two distinct points means my discriminant is more than 0. So they want you to prove that discriminant is more than 0 for all values of m. This is what it means, you understand? So a lot of students always don't understand what it means. Okay, so what I need to do is do simultaneous. But this time round, the m remain. So 3x squared minus mx minus 7 equals to 4x plus 6. Okay, throw everything to the left hand side. 3x squared minus mx minus 4x minus 7 minus 6 equals to 0. 3x squared. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to put plus x. Take out common factor plus x. I will have minus m minus 4 minus 13 equals to 0. So I know my a is equals to 3. My b is equals to minus m minus 4. And my c is minus 13. Oh, you finish O level already? A lot of students don't know what they are doing because they're very confused. They wonder, quadratic equation why sometimes got alphabet inside So only in AMath you will see unknown alphabet inside your simultaneous equation. Okay, then it can link to the b squared minus 4ac and finding the range. AMath is straight away just solve simultaneous equation. Your AMath confirm F9, why like that? Sad. You never see my TikTok O level live. Okay. Then what do? We need to find out what is my discriminant, right? So write b squared minus 4ac. You see, I cannot write this one more than 0. I'm supposed to prove this is more than 0. So you will write b squared minus 4ac is equals to b squared minus 4ac. So we need to rainbow blah blah blah. Okay, I'm going to just skip the rainbow part and I will get m squared plus 8m plus 172. Okay, this is not good enough. I know m squared, okay, because they ask you to put for all values of m, right? M squared will definitely give me more than 0. But my m, I don't know what is it. My m can be 0, my m can be negative, my m can be positive. So this m cannot confirm that this whole expression is positive yet. So please remember, every time they have this kind of question, you need to do completing the square. Do completing the square. So you will do m. So over here is plus 8. So take this sign is here. Same. Then 8 divided by 2, so it's 4. Bracket square minus backside square. My backside is the 4. So minus 4 square. This one bring down, so it's plus 172. So this is how you do completing the square. So it should be this one. So it should be m plus 4 square plus minus 16 plus 172 is plus 156. So now look at this expression. This is a discriminant expression, correct? So with this, you can prove whether is it more than 0 already. Why? You will say this m plus 4 is definitely more than 0, correct? Or rather, I should put like that. It can be 0, agree or not? If my m is negative 4, I will get a 0. Agree? No, my expansion I skip because this is AMath already, so I'm expecting that you know how to do the rainbow. Okay? But never mind. Let me just do the rainbow here for this bracket. Minus m minus 4, I will put this way. I will write out two brackets so it's easier. Okay? So you just do minus m times minus m, I get m squared. This one times this one is plus 4m. This one times this one is plus 4m. This one times this one is plus 16. Okay? This part is this front part. This one is simply just minus minus, so it's plus. Then 4 times 3 times 13 is 172. You understand? Sorry, it's not 172 because I still got the back side here plus 16. So that's how I get here. So, where's my red pen? This is this part. No. I'm doing completing the square. So m plus 4 square minus 16. Yes, the plus 16 minus 16 is cancelled. That's why I have to put the minus 16. You understand? There's no easy way to remember the discriminant sign. You only have either more than, less than, equal, or more than equal. 4 types. Okay? So you need to understand, it actually comes from the quadratic formula. What I mean by it comes from the quadratic formula is, just like you all know, when you all solve quadratic equation, your formula is x is equals to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? Do you notice that this very familiar b squared minus 4ac is here? Okay, b squared minus 4ac is here. This is actually in your AMath quadratic formula. So if you recall, so you see, if my b squared minus 4ac discriminant is a more than 0, that means a positive number, you will have plus minus positive number. Example 2. Plus minus means you plus 2 minus 2. So you will have 2 roots, agree? That is why this means you will have 2 real roots. 2 real and distinct. I have to write distinct. 2 real distinct roots. Okay? And then, when your b squared minus 4ac is equals to 0, square root 0 gives you 0. Plus 0 minus 0 is still the same thing. That is why when your discriminant is equals to 0, you have 2 real equal roots. They are the same number. In other words, it's only 1 root. Okay? Then, when your discriminant b squared minus 4ac is a negative number less than 0, can you square root negative? Cannot. But you cannot say no roots because square root negative is imaginary number or complex number. It's not in it's not in secondary school syllabus, but there is this number called imaginary number, not real roots. So in this case, when discriminant is less than 0, I have to say no real roots. I cannot say no roots, it's no real roots because there is unreal roots. I don't, okay, imaginary roots. So this is how you remember your discriminant. When it's more than 0, I will get 2 real roots. 2 real roots is the same meaning as my curve cuts the line at 2 points. When my discriminant equals to 0, that means only 1 point, right? Means my curve cut the line at only 1 point. It's like that, 2 points. Like that, 1 point. Like that, doesn't cut. Understand? And lastly, of course, sometimes they will ask you to combine discriminant more than equals to 0. So when do you combine discriminant more than or equals to 0? When they tell you you have 2 real roots. Okay, this is a special case. Because when they tell you 2 real roots, what does that mean? Is it 2 real and distinct? Or is it 2 real and equal? Not sure, right? Then that's when you combine these 2 conditions together to become more than equals to 0. Understand? Okay, so we are not done yet. So I'm supposed to prove that my discriminant is more than 0 for all values of m. So all I need to do is, this is my discriminant. I need to say that, okay, my m plus 4 square is more than equals to 0. So my m plus 4 square plus 156 become this. Agree or not? So in other words, my m plus 4 square plus 156, which is the discriminant, is more than or equals to 156. So you see, I already showed that my this will be more than 156. Agree or not? So in this case, it will say, I will say, since b square minus 4ac is more than 0, okay, I already proved that it's always positive, okay, the line will intersect the curve at two distinct points for all values of m. Done. This is how you're supposed to prove it. You understand? So I repeat, they ask you to show that for all values of m, the line cuts the curve at two distinct points. So at the side here, I put that it's indirectly trying to tell you to prove that your discriminant is always positive for all values of m. So do your simultaneous with the m inside, throw everything to the left hand side. You are actually trying to put it into the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is what we are trying to do. Then with that, I will see, oh, my a is 3, my b is minus m minus 4, my c is negative 13. So then I find out what's my discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. It will be equals to b, which is this one, b squared minus 4ac. So I did the rainbow for the b squared over here because this one involves a lot of negative, right? So what I usually do is I will write the do bracket and just do the rainbow one by one. And when I simplify here to here, this is still my discriminant. I need to prove that this is always positive. So the only way to prove it is put it in the competing square form. So I change this to the competing square form, it gives me this. Okay? So over here, I need to show some statement to say that how is it that it's always positive. We know that m plus 4 squared is definitely always more than or equals to 0. Because anything you square already, negative number you square become positive one. Right? So no matter what, this is always more than equals to 0 already. Then I add one more plus 156. So it means that this whole thing, which is my discriminant, is always more than equals to 156. So that already proved that this is always positive. So since b squared minus 4ac is more than 0, the line will intersect the curve at two distinct points for all values of m. Shown, you understand? Okay, I can just put shown. All good. Dang, 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 dang. Okay, so again, the solutions and the worksheet will be uploaded to the Telegram channel tomorrow. Okay, and today live will be uploaded to my YouTube channel. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. Okay. Haha, Minecraft is okay. Next time when you revisit my YouTube, or maybe if I'm still doing TikTok live, you can always join me when you are Sec 3. Okay. Okay, let's move on. So over here, now this one. Given that blah 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 is always negative, what condition must I apply? So, px squared plus qx plus 4, always negative. Okay, kids, you need to know that they will always come out either 2 only. Okay, you will either have always positive or always negative. How to join the Telegram? Go to my TikTok main page. There's a link there. Click on the link. I think got one button is join the Telegram channel. Okay. Okay. Okay, so when my expression is always negative, it means that it is here. And when it is here, you have two conditions. Remember, two conditions that you need to note. First, it is a set phase. When it is a set phase, my a is less than 0. This is the first condition that most students always neglect. Okay, next, always negative means it's below the x-axis. Below the x-axis means it does not cut the x-axis. If it does not cut means no roots ma. So discriminant is less than 0. So it has two conditions to apply when they say it's always positive. So additional information. Okay, if they say it's always positive, this part this is when they say always positive. The two condition is a happy face, so my A is more than 0, and because it's always positive, it's above the x-axis, it still did not cut the x-axis. So it means that the discriminant is still less than 0. Okay, for this question is the blue color. The red color is just another condition. Okay, let's move on. So since this one is always negative and we know that this is the two condition I need to fulfill. So A less than 0 means my P must be less than 0. This is the first condition because they ask you what condition must apply to the constant P and Q. So this is the first condition. Second condition is I need to fulfill discriminant less than 0, which means it must be B squared minus 4AC less than 0. B squared, Q squared. So it's Q squared minus 4AC less than 0, which is P, and it's not P, Q. So it is Q squared minus 16P less than 0. Done. So that means I need to have these two conditions in order to have my graph to be always negative. Done. Okay? Okay, before I continue, okay, help me to like and share. Let me drink water first. Okay, remember to follow me so that you will get a reminder when I do TikTok live. And remember to subscribe my YouTube channel. Go to my Telegram channel as well. Go to my bio, click on the link, and then you have a lot of buttons you can click. See which one you want. Okay, and often you all never go and join my Instagram. Go and click. Also same thing on my bio, my main page. Go and click and follow me on my Instagram as well. Sometimes some things that I post on Instagram, I may not post on my TikTok. So if you want to follow me for anything and everything, follow all my media, my social media. Okay? Okay, let's move on. This is a quadratic inequality. So what I just need to do is 3x, So it's simply just 3x squared plus 13x plus 9. I copy the question first. So 3x squared plus 13x plus 9 minus 5 less than 0. So 3x squared plus 13x plus 4 less than 0. So then what do I do? Okay. Then I need to factorize. Okay, I need to factorize this. So put bracket. So it will have 3x plus 1 and x plus 4. So remember just now I said when you're solving quadratic inequality, you need to draw happy face. Okay? Draw happy face already, put in the two value. I will have minus 1/3 and minus 4. Minus 4 will be here, minus 1/3 will be here. And less than 0 means you shade here. So that means the range is my x will be between minus 4 and minus 1/3. Done. That's all. Oh, they mentioned that they represent the solution on the number line. This is not considered number line. So I need to draw the number line. I will put minus 4 here, minus 1/3 here. This will be this meaning. Okay, so this will be the number line. So you can see that I never shade these two corner here because there is no equal. If there is equal, that means I need to shade the dot. Okay, so just a side note over here. Okay, those in red color means it's additional notes. Understand? So a lot of times, okay, let me just give an example. If today I have minus 3x square minus 13x minus 4 less than 0. Well, I got my pen no ink. Ah! Okay. Let's see whether I got. Ta-da! Okay. So less than 0. So you see, this is minus 3x squared. So it's supposed to be a set phase, right? So some students say, oh, okay, I still can solve the quadratic equation. I still can factorize and then I put a set phase. Never, never, never put a set phase. All you need to do is change it to be a happy phase. So all you need to do is just multiply by -1 throughout. So you will get 3x squared plus 13x plus 4. And when you multiply by negative, you need to switch your symbol. So it will be the other way around. This time around is more than 0. So now you can draw your happy phase because this is supposed to be a happy phase. Then this one, of course, when I factorize, is actually the same. So it's x plus 4, 3x plus 1 more than 0. So I have -4 and -1/3. But take note, this one is no longer less than 0, correct? So you don't shade the bottom. You should be shading here. And when you are shading these two corners, means is the value is x is less than -4 or x is more than -1/3. Okay? So for quadratic inequality, this is to easier see lah. This is what I usually do lah. Okay? So you only have these few possibilities. When you meet a set phase, all you need to do is just multiply by -1 throughout and change your symbol. So you always draw happy phase. Then you only shade either in between, which is the below the horizontal line, or the two corner of above the horizontal line. So if it's the two corner, that means it will be x is less than this side or x is more than -1/3. Then if it's below, means that it is between -4 and -1/3. So you can see that you only have these few possibilities. And of course, if you have equal, then you have to decide whether you need to put the, when it's equal, then you got to put the shaded. That's all. Okay, I'm done with question 4. I think the next one is binomial. Okay? Binomial. So, most students will learn binomial in Sec 3, but sometimes the teacher will teach in Sec 4. So it depends on school also lah. Okay, I think I will choose. I see whether I got logarithm question this coming Sunday. This Sunday I'm doing AMath again, also Sec 3. Can't remember I got choose logarithm now. Okay, so let's do Kangie. If I'm not wrong, I have some logarithm questions I did in October live because I was teaching O-level AMath TikTok live. So I remember I went through some logarithm questions. You can go to my you can go to my YouTube channel and go and find the past TikTok live. Okay, come binomial theorem. So in this expansion, they ask you to find the term independent of x. Please, don't go and expand until go and find where is the independent of x. Or by the time you expand and find the independent of x, I think the exam over already. Okay? So when you are required to find a particular term, okay, then all you need to do is you need to use the general formula, general term formula. So the general term formula is TR plus 1, okay, NCR, write the formula first. So it's NCR A M minus R B R. So this is the general term formula. It's like, okay, if I tell you to find the, I'm teaching in Singapore. This is Singapore syllabus lah. Okay, So this is the general term. It means that, okay, if I want to find a fifth term, that means fifth term will be, my error is to be 4. 4 plus 1, and I sub in, blah, 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 then I will find my fifth term. This is a formula to find a particular term you want, okay? So now I don't know what is my R. I want to find out which is the error that will give me independent of x. So first of all, what is independent of x? Independent of x is actually the same meaning as saying it is a constant or is x to the power of 0. In other words, the power is 0. Understand? Okay? So what you need to do is, let's put in the information here to this formula now. So n means is the power here. So it's 12CR. Because I don't know what is the R yet. My A is 3x squared. N is 12 minus R. So my B for this case is 1 over x, then R. All I did was I replaced the N, I replaced the A and the B. The error, of course, will remain as unknown. You are supposed to find out what is the error that you are interested. So now next is, let's analyze this portion. You have to find out where is the part whereby it contributes to x to the power of 0. So this will be the part whereby I am interested. Because your term will consist of coefficient and x to the power of something. So there is always two parts. The coefficient, which is the number, and x to the power of something. So the one that I circle in red is this. You understand? So what you need to do is, let's see, this one power, right? So it's 2 times 12 minus 2. So it's rainbow. So it will be x 24 minus 2r. And kids, see this, this is, the x is below, right? So if I'm going to put it up, it is x minus r. So I want to say this is equals to x to the whatever you want. So now because I want to find independent of x, means it's x to the power of 0. So it's equals to x to the power of 0. Then let's simplify further here. So this one, same base, multiply, you add the power. So it's 24 minus 3r equals to x to the power of 0. So with this, I will know, oh, so therefore 24 minus 3r equals to 0. 3r equals to 24, my r equals to 8. So r equals to 8 tells me that I'm interested in my 9th term. Okay, I'm interested in my 9th term. So we are not done yet because you're supposed to find the term. So now since you already know r is 8 is the 9th term, then you will come back to here and sub the r equals to 8 into the formula here now. So I want to find my 9th term now. 12C8, 3x squared, 12 minus 8, 1 over x, 8. So my 12C8 will give me, wait, I already pressed calculator, so it's easier, faster ma. Okay, so 12C8 will be 495. 3, okay, this is 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. 3 to the power of 4 is 81. 2 times 4 is 8. So this is x8. Then this is 1 over x8. And you can see that x8 cancel become nothing, constant, a 1. Agree? So I'm left with 495 times 81, which give me 40095. So therefore, you will say, therefore the term independent of independent of x is 40095. Done. Okay? So this is how you find the particular term that you are interested. Use the general term formula. Analyze the part whereby it contributes to the x. So I dig out, the one in red is the part whereby it gives me the x to the power of something. Then I decide, okay, I want to find x to the power of 0. So I form equation and say x, this one, and this one is equals to x to the power of 0. Then I solve it and solve the error. I know it's the r equals to 8, which is the 9th term. Okay, you can do the same thing. That means if I want to ask you, okay, find the term that find the coefficient of the term that is like x to the power of 2, for example. Okay, so all you need to do is you will have this thing equals to x to the power of 2. Then you will have 24 minus 3r equals to 2 or something like that. But you see, if I put equals to 2, 24 minus 2 is 22. 22 cannot divide by 3, right? 22 divided by 3 doesn't give me an integer. So what does that mean? It means that in this expansion, there is no term that is x squared. Understand? Only when you get a nice real integer, then it means that I have that term inside this expansion. All good? Okay? Okay, so I'm going to move on. Anyone need me to explain this part again? Minecraft 加油! Okay? All good. This is very important. Many students don't know how to do this portion. I call this case 2 lah. Case 2 means that I need to form equation to find out my error. No one need me to explain again, right? So I can move on. Okay, good. So now next. They asked me to write down and simplify the first 4 terms in the expansion. Okay? This one is not related to the A, so I can just split it. So first I will write, okay, 1 plus q to the power of 8. So binomial is a way to expand when your power becomes too big. AMath is, you know how to do for square, cube, still okay, put 3 brackets and still can rainbow lah. Then when you have 4, don't waste your time to rainbow. If you have 5, no need to waste your time to rainbow, just apply binomial theorem. Technically, even to the power of 2 to the power of 3, you also can use binomial one. Okay? So, the good news is, binomial theorem expansion formula is given during O-level. It's on the formula sheet. But of course, you need to know how to decode the formula given there. But how I remember the expansion for binomial is the first term, which is a 1. Why I put plus? It should be equal. So this should be equal. And then after that, I will have A, which is the 1 to the power of 8, plus NC1. My n is 8, so it's 8C1. Then my 1 will come in, and my A, 1 is your A. Okay? My A will be reducing power. So just now was 8, so now becomes 7. Then my B will comes in now. So Q will comes in, and it will be 1. Don't ask me how this is the formula. But how I remember is, I will remember A to the power of 8. Then 8C1, 1, the A will reduce power, the B will comes in as increasing power, so it will start from 1. Then the next is 8C2. Now my 1 will become 6. Just now was 8 8, 7, 6. Then now this is Q, just now was 1, so now this one becomes 2. My A is reducing power, my B is decreasing, my A is reducing power, my B is increasing power. They want first 4 terms. This is only term 1, term 2, term 3. So I still need to do one more time. So plus 8C3, 1 to the power of 5. 1 to the power of 5. Ayo, why am I at 5? Okay. Then after that, q to the power of 3, because I already have 4 terms, so please remember to put plus dot dot dot. It tells me that there are still more terms behind because it's the power of 8. But I'm not interested because they only want first 4 terms. So let's simplify. So what is this 8c1, 8c2? Okay, sorry, just now I think I never mentioned. 8c1, okay, I will write in this way. Some school write the 8c1, they write it this way. Okay, but it's the same thing, same thing. So in calculator, it is over here. Do you see this NCR here, which is below normally your AC button? So of course it's the divide button, so it's at the shift. So just now I want 8c1, right? 8c1. So you will press 8 shift divide 1 equal. So it's 8. So it will be 1 to the power of 8, of course, is just 1. This is 8. This is, of course, 1. And then this is, of course, Q. 8C2. So just delete, press 2, 28. So you get 28, 1, and Q squared. Now 8C3. So 3. Chair can sit anywhere. What do you mean? So this is 56. So it will be 56, 1, Q cube plus dot dot dot. So when I simplify, it will become 1 plus 8Q plus 28Q squared plus 56Q cube plus dot dot dot. Done. So this is the first 4 terms of this expansion. And you mentioned ascending power of Q. So I'm going to teach you one thing. If today, extra information, if they change the question and say, write down the first 4 terms in the expansion in descending power. So some students say, descending power. That means I need to expand everything and then after I probably write the other way around. Don't spend time doing that. Okay? Remember, just now my A is reducing power. You go toilet your problem lah. I will not stop for you. Okay? Sorry, you are muted. Okay, I have 3 moderators here, okay? Don't play. Later you are lucky, you get muted. You are unlucky, you get blocked. When you get blocked means you will forever cannot see my content on my TikTok. Okay, here is only for serious learner, okay? Don't come and disturb. Okay. See, just now I say my A is reducing power, remember? 8, 7, 6, 5. Then my B is increasing power, remember? So naturally, when I put it up this way, whereby my B is Q, I will naturally get ascending power. Agree or not? Okay? So, if I want descending power, okay, this is just extra. If I want descending power, all I need to do is I just swap my A and B lah. Correct or not? So I just write Q plus 1 to the power of 8. Agree or not? Remember, my A is reducing power, my B is increasing power. So when I do apply this with this one, I will naturally get Q to the power of 8 plus 8C1, Q to the power of 7, 1 to the power of 1, plus 8C2, Q to the power of 6, 1 to the power of 2, plus dot dot dot, right? So you can see, do you see that I already have Q8, Q7, Q6. So this one naturally becomes descending power. I do not need to go and expand everything and then after that just rearrange. No need to spend such time. So now you know that all I need to do is just swap my A and B. Okay? This is just additional information, extra info. All good? No, not teaching differentiation yet. Differentiation is learned in Sec 4. It's not in Sec 3. Okay? So I will find time to do AMath for Sec 4, but not yet lah. But I definitely have some differentiation question on my YouTube channel already. You can go and take a look. And as well as my TikTok, I think I already got, I think I got put differentiation, but did I? Can't remember. Okay. So, I'm done with this part. We are going to the last question. Is it the last question? Yeah. So, over here, they say, using your answer in B, estimate the value of 1.1 to the power of 8. So, just now we have this one, right? So, I'm going to write out here, 1 plus Q8 equals to 1 plus 8Q plus 28Q square plus 56Q cubed plus ... So they want you to make use of these to solve 1.1 to the power of 8. So I already know that 1 plus Q is 1.1. So 1 plus Q equals to 1.1 means that my Q is 0.1. So with this, all I need to do is just replace all the Q to become 0.1. So therefore, 1.1 to the power of 8 is equals to 1 plus 8, 0.1 plus 28, 0.1 square plus 56, 0.1 cube. Remember to put plus ... And why is it that it's the word estimate? It's because, remember, we only use the first 4 terms. We did not expand everything. So we are just taking the first 4 terms to estimate the value of 1.1 to the power of 8. So of course, press calculator and you will get 2.136 done. Okay, so that's for this part. Okay, remember to follow me, join my Telegram channel, subscribe my YouTube channel, follow me on my Instagram. A lot of steps, huh? Wow. Want to learn math, free lessons? You need to do all these things, correct or not? How to find the coefficient? Which coefficient? Minecraft, well done. So actually it's just making use of the binomial theorem expansion to solve this 1.1 to the power of 8. What you mean by finding coefficient? I don't understand. Okay. Like for example of x squared. Coefficient is the number in front of the like for example, if I have 3x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 4. Hey, sorry, cannot see. For example, this expression. If I ask you what is the coefficient of x squared? 5. What is the coefficient of x? Negative 3. What is the coefficient of the constant? 4. What is the coefficient of x cubed? 3. Coefficient is the number in front of the whatever you are interested in. So what is the coefficient of x? Negative 3. What is the coefficient of constant? 4. Okay, let's move on. Okay, then next is they ask, okay, determine the coefficient of q to the power of 11 in this expansion. So take note, you can see the square bracket. So it means q1 plus q to the power of 8. So this means it's q to the power of 8 and 1 plus q to the power of 8. No problem. Human 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then what do I do? Okay. My 1 plus q to the power of 8. Remember just now we already have the expansion over here. So what I need to do is I just put q8. Then I put these 4 terms here. So it's 1 plus 8q plus 28q squared plus 56q cubed plus ... close it. So because they only want q to the power of 11, so I only need to go and expand the one that I'm interested. See, if I'm going to rainbow q8 times 1, q8, not interested. q8 times 8q, give me q9, not interested. q8 times q2, give me q10, not interested. So I only need q8 multiplied with this 56q cubed. So you will put q8 multiplied by 56q cubed. The rest I'm not interested, so I'm going to put plus ... Hey, 3 dot, too many dots. Okay, then after that it becomes 56q to the power of 11. So therefore I will know coefficient. Hey, not enough sleep already. Coefficient of Q11 is 56. Please take note, it's only the number in front of it. You cannot just write the whole thing. So, done. This is AMath Binomial Theorem. Okay, so this is the last question for the day. Today I'm early. Okay, so I can entertain. Anyone can ask me a maths question and see what I want to. I can maybe talk about it. You have 9 minutes for a bonus question. Bonus math question. See who want to ask me something. No question, then just chit chat. Then of course at the same time help me to like and share. My next live is this coming Sunday 5 o'clock, 5 to 6:30. Wish you were here when I was preparing for O-level. Yeah, actually I only joined TikTok in May, but I was only able to do live in October because I only managed to reach my 1,000 follower in October. Yeah. If the bot had diabetes. You can't unmute it. I'm sorry. Okay? Because we were saying that. I think too late already. My moderator tired. What is the hardest and easiest topic in Sec 2? Sec 2 Easiest topic to me, I think, is map scale. Toughest topic, maybe some students are not able to do the quadratic graph lah. That time TikTok haven't existed yet when I was Sec 4. Oops. Yeah, I'm a full-time tuition teacher, math tutor. I already teach for 10 years, since 2011. Nobody want to ask math question Aiyo. Smiling face. Yo, no cap. I love math. Hi, Teacher Kangie, Miss doing AMath under you. Who are you? Naomi. Miss doing A-level tuition under you. A-level? Next year, actually join MOE better or do tuition better? Up to individual lah. If you want a very stable job, of course, it's school teacher lah. Right? Tuition teacher is not stable. It's no matter what, it's still a own business, self-employed. So it's not a stable career. Although I've been doing it for 10 years already lah. Then like me, I cannot wake up early in the morning, so of course I cannot be a MOE teacher. I just joined. Can you do something that demonstrate integration? Integration, I'm going to do simple integration over here lah. Are you like the boss of the tuition? Yeah, of course I'm the boss of the tuition. I'm the founder of my math coffee. Okay? See, poor thing, right? Boss also have to do TikTok live, right? So you think what? Being boss is easy, ah? Everybody think that last time when I open my own tuition center, people always say, wow, own boss so good. Wow, own boss so good. You can shake leg. I look at my friend and say, hello, boss not shake leg, okay? Boss need to do more work than most people, okay? I was like, I roll eyes at my friend and say, huh? Shake leg. You shake leg for me, see whether the money will come or not. I think it's employee shake leg somehow. Employee shake leg can get money already. Boss shake leg, I think go bankrupt. Okay, so integration. Let's say I want to integrate. Simple one. X squared plus 3x minus 5 with respect to x. This is integration. So integration very straightforward. It's just power plus 1. So this one is just x. Power plus 1 means 2 plus 1 is 3 over the new power, which is 3 over here. Then after that, plus 3 constant. So this one is 1, right? Power plus 1, so it's x 2 over new power, which is 2. Minus 5. This is actually x to the power of 0. So 0 plus 1 actually is 1. That's why for constant, when you integrate, it's just put the x there. Then don't forget to put a plus c, because it's an indefinite integral, because there's no number, no limit here. So of course, you don't leave your answer in this way. You just need to simplify. You will write it as 1/3 x cubed plus 3 over 2x squared minus 5x plus c. Done. Ta-da! Simple integration. I feel that AMath is important, as in like it really train your analytical mind. Sure, I forgot how to do linear graph. Aiyo, linear graph so easy, just plot line only what. Y equals to mx plus c, correct? Okay, let me just talk a bit about linear graph. This one is a Sec 4 integration. It's just a bonus question. Okay, let me talk about linear graph. This is nothing to do with AMath today. This is just a bonus thing. Okay. So linear graph. Actually, my linear graph, I did talk about the lines on my TikTok video. Learn AMath but didn't use it here today. I mean, after your O level, where do you go? Do you go poly? Do you go JC? A lot of times, actually, a lot of subjects when we learn in school, it's not going to use in real life. But it is still a need for us to learn it, because poly some course need the basic knowledge of AMath, especially those kind of engineering course. But of course, if you're in a business course, of course, you will not use AMath lah. Yes, JC definitely need AMath, no need to say. Okay? If you don't have AMath, it's difficult for you to survive in JC lah. I don't even know whether you are allowed to go to JC if you don't take AMath. I don't know. But I know that if you don't have AMath, you go JC, you will suffer to the max. Okay? So, yeah, basically, of course, I know that out of school, we are not going to use all these things. Okay, but again, hello, Kangens, Kangens Club. So, as in like, but you still need to be good in your study, so that it's to show people that you know how to do, you are very good at analyzing things, right? When you study, you see, study actually needs a lot of skills. You need to know how to do time management to study all the different subjects, agree? You need to know how to manage the stress and pressure between the different subjects. So all these skills are very important. If you translate to working life, it's like managing project. Managing project by deadline. It's the same kind of skill. It's just different context. You understand? So when you do well in school, naturally you somehow let people know that, okay, people will just say, okay, means that you know how to manage your study properly when you're in school, you know how to manage your time, blah, blah, blah. stuff like that. You understand? Okay, linear graph. So linear graph is plotting y equals to mx plus c, just this one. So we know that m is represent the gradient. This one represent the y-intercept. Right? And to find the gradient, for me is a lot of school do rise over run. But for me, is I use the formula y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay? Wait, my student asked something. Wait, PDF 15.2. Okay. Micro what time start and end? Started at 8, ending at 9:30 by right. Okay, let's finish up what I'm going to talk about the linear graph. So to find this is finding gradient is just y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Talking about lines, you only have 4 types of line. Okay, you have horizontal line, vertical line, slope up, and slope down. So I talk about this on my TikTok as well. So horizontal line is always y equals to something. Vertical line is x equals to something. Okay, these two is the same. It's all both y equals mx plus c. But of course, this means gradient is positive. This one, the gradient is negative. Okay, slope down, gradient negative. Slope up, gradient is positive. Okay, and then to plot linear graph is very easy. Okay, so let's say for example, y is equals to 3x minus 5. So all I need to do is plot table of points, x and y. Technically speaking, drawing straight line, you only need 2 points. If you want to know about my tuition fee, okay, please go to my TikTok bio, go and click on the link for you want to know more about the tuition. Then from there, Sam will follow up with you, okay? Then see, technically speaking to, hey, Minecraft, you asked me to teach you linear graph, right? Why you all chit-chatting? Minecraft, you're not listening to me, right? Okay lah, the plus b plus c is not as important. It just means it's just a variable to represent the y-intercept. Minecraft, are you there or not? For you, I'm explaining linear graph, then you disappear. Okay, so continue. So to plot straight line, you need technically you only need 2 points. But usually I will put 3 points, okay? Because it's easier to join 3 points. So what I do is, usually I will have a negative, 0, and positive value. So let's say I have negative 2, 0, and 2. Okay, so 3 times negative 2 is minus 6. Minus 6 minus 5, minus 11. 0, 0, minus 5. 2, 1. So to plot this one, so I will just aggregation. So I have minus 2, minus 11. So let's say here is minus 2, minus 11. Minus 2, minus 11. 0, negative 5. So let's say example here. 0, negative 5. Then 2, 1. 2, 1. So let's say it's here. 2, 1. So after that, I have these 3 points. I will join them. Of course, you're supposed to use ruler. Okay, I use ruler. Then after that, just join them. Aggregation. Okay. So then after that, of course, lastly, you need to label and say that this is y equals to 3x minus 5. Don't forget to label y-axis and x-axis. Full stop. Done. If they give x, you must find y. If they give y, you must find x. Yes, I also prefer rise. No. I prefer no. I always use y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay, so this is how you plot straight line graph. Easy. Okay, that's all for tonight. My child explain linear graph so hard. Then, my Cloud, do you understand this linear graph? So anytime whereby you need to prove whether the point is on the line, is very easy. Let's say, for example, this one. When I say I ask you whether 2, 3 is 2, 3 on the line? Question mark. Okay? So when they ask this kind of question, you say, okay, I will sub x equals to 2 inside. So y is equals to 3, 2. Don't sub the y, sub the x. 3, 2 minus 5. I get 1. So you can see that when my x is 2, my y is supposed to be 1. But this is not 1. So you will say this is not equals to 3. You will say therefore 2, 3 is not on the line. You understand? That means 2, 3 is outside the line. This line, if you extend, it will be like that and like that. So 2, 3 is outside the line. So it's not on the line. Okay? That's all. Okay? That's the bonus question for today. A simple integration question as well as a linear graph simple explanation. Okay. 哎呦，剥完碟变成 vegetable 了。Okay, that's all for today. The next live will be AMath again on coming Sunday. Okay, most like I already prepared the questions. So I might not have the topic that just now some students requested for trigo and some students requested for quadratic function inequality. But I will take note on that and include that in the next AMath when I plan my TikTok live lah. Yes. Next live is this Sunday after the Christmas. Christmas is on Saturday. Okay. No problem. Suki Chim is the one who requested for trigo, right? I think. Okay, bye. I'm going to go offline. Good night, kids. Yeah, okay, I will try to include in my next live, but may not be this Sunday lah. Thank you. Goodbye, Kenjans.